Hey, morning, you guys. Pretty early in the morning here. Miss Delilah is taking up space, taking up camp in my normal window reading space. Don't want to move her. Don't have the heart to move her. It's too early. So I just wanted to do this quickie little read because there's been a lot going on. And for those of you who followed the channel for any length of time, you know that I am the divine masculine in my twin set. And have been working. Most of this work is about my feminine side, right? So balancing everything out. And I had an amazing dream last night. I have had some kind of amazing stuff happen in the last couple of days. And so for those of you who follow the channel, you know we've been talking about the masculine. You know we've been talking about just the freaking grinder they're in. So I have experienced some of that over the past 3 days. It's been kind of off the charts. And the dream was very simply this huge tree. I'm up high in a huge tree, hundreds of years old, big enough to put, not even big enough to put a tree house in, but one of those cool tree houses you see on like Discovery Channel, the guy who makes those like amazing. This tree was literally hundreds of years old, and there were sort of stations up the tree that were natural, that were not man-made at all. And there was this big sort of like hole that goes up through the tree as a way of, you know, like for a fire pole kind of a thing. There was no fire pole. And I was up in the tree, and I'm very aware of releasing important things, whatever it was, a person, a situation, or whatever was going on. It was definitely a purging kind of a feeling. And I wrote a note, and there was a string that went all the way up through the tree. And I put that note on the string, and there was some kind of setting it on fire. Although I was like, I probably shouldn't be setting a tree on fire. Although it is the tree of life. I know it was the tree of life, right? And so it wasn't about setting the tree on fire. I am a fire sign, you know that. So any kind of fire. I took a jewelry class one time, and my ex-husband was like, you're not allowed to have soldering or anything like that because you'll burn the house down. Of course, you know, cooking was certainly allowed. So, yeah. So I just wanted to tell you about that dream because I feel like there's this very strong purging going on with the masculine right now. I try to bring balance to the readings. It's hard for me not to channel through the masculine side or the feminine side. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to have connection to God and not get mired in this, I'm a masculine, I'm a feminine thing. Tried not to get mired in that, okay? It's just about balance. Just about balance. So what I want to do is I just want to pull a couple cards for what's going on, for the things you need to do or things that are in front of you right now. Whoever is watching this video, if it resonates with you, then the message is for you, as always, okay? If you're finding this video, this is not a date. It has nothing to do with a date. It has nothing to do with any particular time frame, because I'm starting to let go of time frames because timelines are no longer in play. We're not having the same timelines. So when a reading strikes you, a reading strikes you. So I'm starting to let go of that. Starting to let go of 3D bullshit. And just really being in that other space. Very, very, very wonderful friends, very wonderful connections of mine. Talking recently about slowing down, removing, you know, sort of this very masculine drive I have, which is, you know, productivity and all that kind of stuff. And because, you know, when you get too much in that, you close off your creativity, you close off your connection, right? It's like 3D. So that's a message I need to say. All right, so messages for those who are watching. No, this is, I feel this has been a tough couple of days. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Okay. Check this out. Judgment, King of Swords, Ace of Pentacles. So a rebirth, a re-awareness, a striking awareness. King of Swords, super duper clarity, just removing things from your surroundings, cutting things away. Like, okay, so judgment here, all right? Making decisions, making bold decisions, cutting things away that don't work, cutting relationships away that don't work, cutting work away that doesn't work, cutting away things that are keeping you grounded is good, stagnant is not, right? So keeping things that are too heavy, removing those things. This is Archangel Gabriel speaking to you, awakening you, bringing you up from, bringing you back from the dead. This is a Judgment Day, right? So this is coming. I feel like I'm in it already. And this is the time of, it is separating the wheat from the chaff, okay? Because that's what the King of Swords does. Air sign, Aquarian energy here. Really cutting away in a sort of cold and calculating way. Things that don't work. People, things, relationships, jobs, arrangements, connections that are holding you down, right? If you're in the ground, if you're dead, this is really about the awakening to your spirit, but also the cleansing and the relinquishing of earth ties. And here's the gate, walking through to the new life, the new earth. You have to have that King of Swords attitude. This is important, okay? Because having the King of Swords attitude it's sort of like it's not emotional. There's a difference between emotional and emotions and feelings, right? Emotional is like reaction, right? Feelings are true. Feelings are your connection to God. So there's a separation here, and it's sort of like really using that sword, because this is the highest vibration of swords. So Page of Swords is like super immature, texting. A Knight of Swords is almost angry teenager like. Queen of Swords is no bullshit. King of Swords is this is useful, this is not useful. Don't take it personally. It's just not a useful, this is not helping me right now. Right? Don't take it personally. That's what that guy says. And then the Ace of Pentacles really offering you, and that's a grounded thing, right? That's a pentacle thing. That's who said that? Jen, my friend Jen said this to me the other day, you're on God's payroll kind of a thing. So like, if you have been waiting and you planted a lot of seeds, yep. Yeah. This is where you're going. If you have been waiting, 7 of Pentacles, and planted a lot of seeds, 9, 10 of Cups. 9 and 10 of Cups. And 9 and 10 of Cups can be that a relationship that is over, right? Like those things are going. It can be, I'm gonna say the wish come true for 10 of Cups. And the harvesting of that. So we're just about to go into a Virgo new moon here where you're going to be able to manifest very grounded type of things. For those things to come in, I feel like you're going to need to be aware of the things that are blocking them. What or who is blocking this new elevation toward the very highest vibration of love? Who is blocking that? Are there negative people around you? Are there people who are not appreciating the connection? Are there people who are trying to tear you down? Is there a job that is sucking the life out of you? You know, what are these things? And the actions for you If you have been waiting on these things are granted now. But you do have to take some action. That King of Swords makes plans for the future. Magician, Hermit, wow. Okay, Virgo energy here. Boy, this is anybody who is, so Magician, Hermit, Ten of Swords. If that's Virgo energy, anybody who's holding you back, 10, 10, right? Because you're going toward this. Really releasing and letting go of these people, of these situations, using your own guidance here. When you watch a video about your, when you're a Pisces or you're Sagittarius or whatever, you're watching these videos, you're going to need to start employing your own intuition more, right? Because, I don't speak for everyone. I speak for myself. I get the messages I get, and whoever they're meant for, they're meant for. And you'll know that by the resonance or the non-resonance. I don't take it personally. If a reading doesn't resonate with you, it's outside of your guidance. It's not your guidance, okay? It's not helping you to open up it's not helping you to track where you're supposed to be going. And so it's just not meant for you. Don't take it personally. I don't take it personally. So the Magician here of having all the tools, the guide here. And the feeling of betrayal. There could have been people who made you feel betrayed by their lack of, you're surprised at how they treat you. You're surprised at if they're a liar, right? If they lie to you, if they mistreat you, you're surprised by this. And it does feel like betrayal, okay? And so the guidance is to move away from any and all of those situations because they are just tying you, they're holding you down, they're ballast, they're heavy duty weight. Okay, a couple more for you and then we'll do some oracle cards. Three of Wands, Chariot, moving forward. Leaving this BS behind, leaving this kind of stuff behind. Manifesting and moving forward, manifesting, moving forward. Very masculine energy here. All masculine. King of Swords, Magician, Hermit. So spiritually, physically, mentally, right? Emotionally. And the Chariot is masculine water. So balancing your feminine energies with this masculine, this is super masculine. And it's like, I have a friend who's a man. And he's really like, look, you're either with me or you're against me. That's how he feels about people. And I'm always like, well, sometimes people come into your life for reasons and for lessons, karmic lessons and things like that. He's like, oh, don't get me wrong. I learned those lessons. I just don't wallow in them. No more wallowing. No more wallowing. Time to cut the wallowing. That's what the King of Swords says. King of Swords doesn't give a shit. King of Swords doesn't give a shit. Okay? King of Swords is like, yep, I see you. You're out. This is not, I see the lesson. I learn the lesson. I take it in. Hermit, Magician. I learn it and I move forward. No wallowing. No wallowing, no looking back. Okay? Thank you. Say thank you. Send them on their way with gratitude. I learned the lesson. Thank you. I don't have to learn it again. Because you're moving on to a new place, okay? You're moving on to a new place. So let's get a couple of Magdalene Oracle cards here. The Lovers, love, wow. Ooh, Guardian Angel, heart and soul, wow. So this does mirror this ending and new beginning, right? I see the Ten of Swords here. I see the Ten of Cups. So the love you're going toward is not going to be, you're finishing a cycle of what you thought love was that wasn't really serving you. That even like friendships that are like snarky or, mean girl stuff or anything like that. Thank you. Learn the lesson. Bye. No wallowing. Okay. So here's what you're getting here. Look at this. Lovers. Lovers love. Honestly, I've never seen a card like this before. The Guardian Angel one, and then the Heart and Soul. So I'm going to do a little reading here for you. Hope you don't mind. The Lovers. Whoopsie. I got the Lovers in Love. So it's just a poem for the lovers. Through you, I see what I otherwise cannot see. The reflection of a star, so bright that it fills heaven. Glimmering creations, floating out to sea. Love and heavenly bodies. Your love forever unfolds, forever illuminates, through endless cycles and seasons. God and Goddess dream through us. The second card here is love. A beautiful relationship will soon develop. This relationship will continue to grow for many years to come, and endless blessings will stem from it. Appreciate and savor each moment together, and always keep the flame of love alight in your heart, for love is a magnet. You cannot help but attract love when you have love in your heart. If you are already in a meaningful relationship, then your relationship will deepen, and provided you are always open with each other and receptive to one another's needs. Always express any insecurity you have with your partner, and you will find that your relationship continues to strengthen. That's beautiful. Guardian Angel here. And then we have Heart and Soul. Heart and Soul. Okay. Guardian Angel. To the rational mind, it seems that nothing exists without having a beginning and an end. In the physical world, things are born and they die. Things start and come to an end. On the surface, this is what we see and often believe. However, when we delve deep into the spiritual heart of the matter, a different type of picture emerges. Energetically, nothing ever truly dies. Everything in life simply transforms. Everything and everyone is forever held within love's eternal embrace. Spiritually, everything and everyone you love are always present. Nothing is ever truly lost or missing. So smile and don't be sad, for everyone you love is forever present in your heart, just as you are forever present within theirs. Time and space are but an illusion. Whether spiritually or physically, we all exist now. Life is but one eternal moment. Last card, Heart and Soul. You are blessed and guided by the eternal spirit of love. A positive transformation is occurring in your life at this very moment. Close your eyes and feel yourself bathed in the love which stems from the heart of the goddess. This card is confirmation that all is unfolding as it should. There is no need for concern, so stop taking things so seriously and trust. All unfolds in perfect harmony. Life is always full of opportunity. I am guided and protected. I surrender my concerns to the goddess of eternal life. You guys, you're in a new place now. Walking through this. Be mindful, what we just talked about, of letting things go in their existing form. Perfectly fine to do that. Becoming awakened and enlightened. Becoming awakened and enlightened. Allow. Allow, allow, allow. I hope this was helpful. Indy and I are going to do a live reading tonight at 8:30 p.m. Today is September 8th. We're doing it for the live, new moon in Virgo. So if you happen to catch that, it's 8:30 Eastern time. We'll see you on the channel.